Hi, here is a quick demo to take you through the Facebook Insights in the business suite. So you'll access it from your main menu here. You'll click on Insights. So in Insights, the first thing you're going to see is the overview page. So the overview page is going to show you about what your paid reach was, what your Facebook paid reach was, and what your Instagram reach was. On that same page, you also have a button here where you can dive a little deeper, which will take you into these different tabs. But we'll just stay on this page and go through this page, and then we'll go through the rest. So here you're going to see all your content that you've posted for the month. So over here you have the option to sort by reach, like, reactions, comments, shares, results, and cost per results, link clicks, and recent content to give you an idea of what's performing best on your sites. Can also influence your content strategy if you know what's actually resonating. One, what's resonating with your audience, but also what's resonating with Facebook that they're pushing it out as well. So I mean, that's always, it's not so much anymore about always having great content, because sometimes you can't, without paid search, you're not getting your organic content seen as much. So this can kind of give you an idea of like, oh, hey, right now Facebook's pushing videos, or they're pushing carousel posts, or whatever it is, and you can kind of adjust your strategy monthly to that. One thing I forgot to mention is up here you can actually adjust the dates, which is great. So you can do a custom date: last month, last week, this year, this month, this week, 28 days, 7 days, and yesterday. So that's kind of fun just to be able to see a quick snapshot. I kind of think of this as a snapshot of how your page is doing. And then you can kind of see what your audience is, so your number of Facebook likes and your Instagram followers, and then the demo of those pages. So just below the overview page, you're going to see results. And here you'll see Facebook page reach and Instagram reach, which you saw on the other page. And you can download this as PNG, CSV, or export as PDF. So the only thing that's kind of weird is when you export this, it just exports this. It doesn't export the whole page, which would be super nice if it did, for providing reporting and stuff to leadership or to your clients. You can also sort by, same thing here with the days and all that stuff. So you're going to look at reach, and just so you're aware, like, reach is the number of unique people who actually seen the content in the newsfeed. So as opposed to impressions means that, like, I could be an impression 4 times. So it showed up in my newsfeed and I've seen it. And I always like to think of impressions like someone driving by a billboard or driving by the front of your restaurant. It's not that they've really even registered like the content, but they've seen it. They've driven past that billboard on Hollywood Boulevard 14 times, right? So reach is the number of it. Reach means that I only get to count one of those drives. So even though I've driven past your billboard 14 times, reach tells me how many people actually drove past my billboard. So how many people actually saw my content for the month. So 3,304, right? So Instagram reach, same thing applies here. So 16,646 people saw in the last 28 days the content. Doesn't mean they did anything, they didn't engage, nothing like that. It's just an awareness kind of campaign. And then page and profile visits. So this tells you how many people actually went to your page, which is kind of interesting because mostly once people follow your page, they don't really visit your page that much. There's really no reason, because you interact with the content in the newsfeed unless you have something specific that's driving them to the page. Instagram profile visits, 173. So anyways, same thing here. It tells you how many people actually visited the profile. Then you have new likes and new followers. And then you have paid reach and paid impressions down there, so you can kind of dig into that. Next, you'll have your content tab. So this is going to list all the content that you've posted, so you can organize by post, Instagram stories, etc. And then you can see over here, what the results are. And again, you can do the same. It's not loading for some reason. You can see up here the dates that you want to organize by, and you can also download this report, and it comes in a CVS. The last thing is audience. So this is pretty cool. It breaks down the top cities where the people who are following you are located. So like, for example, this is our business page. So on the Facebook page, it is 38% men, 61% women, and we have our main age group is going to be 35 to 45, which makes perfect sense. for what we do. And then, Santa Monica, Redondo. So this is great because these are all areas where we do business. I mean, we can do business anywhere, but it's, mostly we're pretty localized. And same thing on our Instagram page, which is great because these are people who could actually, buy our product or work with us. So that it's awesome to be promoting. I don't really care. I know a lot of business owners care, and probably a lot of social media people care about having thousands and thousands of followers. To me, that's just a vanity project. And I think what's more important is that I have 500 people who are actually interested in the product, and are going to the page to see like what kind of work we do, and that we're a legitimate business, and that we have more than just one person working here, and all those things. So that's kind of my drive for it, and less vanity. That's the breakdown of the insight page, and I hope they find that helpful. But I think it is a really great way just to get some insight into what you're doing. I know a lot of times people don't take the time to look at the stats, but social media is very time consuming marketing practice, and being able to see that you at least had eyeballs, and you had paid, that you had eyeballs, and that you had people engaging with the content, and then trying to see, hey, people like this kind of content more, like maybe we should make more of that. And so you could actually use the statistics to make educated decisions, and it doesn't really take all that long, like maybe a couple minutes. So anyways, hope that's helpful. Thank you.